Hello and welcome to Mask of Betrayal, and this will be part 4. In the previous part, we escaped the barrel from of the bear god thing and find ourselves outside of Molsontia. Um, Sapphire, because he's a red wizard thing, has decided to try and disguise herself a bit because um, her group of people has been known to invade this place from time to time, and she's not the most popular individual. We were told that the Mascari Golem would likely lose its spirit once we left the barrel, and oops, its game is paused. That is the case, we now have a volatile air essence. But before we do anything else, let's speak to our red wizard friend.
You must have countless questions on your mind. Leanna should know more of your predicament.
I'd like to discuss something
What
else.
would you like to know?
Tell me about the red wizards.
The Red Wizards are some of the most talented, and some would argue ruthless, arcane practitioners in the realms. Nearly every ruler and authority figure in Thay swears allegiance to the Red Wizards. We are usually judged as tyrants first, and mages second.
You seem more of a scholar than a tyrant.
I am an instructor at the Academy of Shapers and Binders. I teach transmutive and transformative magic, my specialty. Most people assume that we're all disciples of one secretive school, but there are hundreds of academies.
What sort of magic do the red wizards study?
We commit the whole of our lives to a single aspect of arcane magic. Those who wish to learn a little bit of everything lack the focus and discipline we demand. I find transformative magic fascinating. I work with spells that can add a spark of life to otherwise inanimate materials. Kaji is one of my earliest, and might I add, finest creations.
Absolutely. I'm way more useful than the others. I've only locked myself in a chest twice. This month.
The students of my academy mostly focus on the rather morbid arts of binding and altering souls.
Hmm, you don't seem to fit the common perception of a red wizard.
You were kind to say that. I was fortunate to be raised by my mother and Master Jaffe. The two of them made certain that I grew up to be a magician, not a despot.
Do all red wizards shave their heads and wear tattoos as you do?
Yes, though it is not a matter of fashion. Our tattoos are traditional symbols of arcane strength, and they are inked with magical enchantments that focus the bearer's will.
I'd like to discuss something else.
What would you like to know?
If we are going to travel together, I need to know more about you.
What would you like to know?
Where are you from? Um, um, let me guess. Uh, say, perhaps?
I've spent my life at the Academy of Shapers and Binders, studying magic for as long as I can remember. The Academy is far south of here. This is actually my first time beyond the lands of Thay. Between my students and my own magical research, I have little time for travel.
Something
What
else.
would you like to know?
That's all I need to know for now. You know that it's very, very, very annoying when you're trying to do live recordings and you have to clear your throat every 5 seconds and don't want to have that very unpleasant sound on recording. But I'm editing it out. If it's dramatic, I will do an editing cut, and if it's not, I will just mute that sequence of recording because I watch my recordings through all the way through in order to make sure that I edit them properly. Anyway, let's move on. A wet and gloomy Mulsantia day to you, my friend. You did not, perchance, encounter an army of angry spirits on the road. I don't usually begin conversations this way, but the local shamans aren't usually in such a peak, and my wagon isn't usually mired outside the city gates. I may have seen a few. Did you hear that, Golan? Wink. A few Rashami bear gods, probably thirsting for my half-elven blood. This is a hard country, unkind to foreigners, and I try to keep myself behind as many walls as I can, and bide my time until I return home for the season. You are not from Rashaman? No, I hail from the Thesk, on the other side of the river to the west. My trade takes me along the Golden Way, but my aversion to death keeps me in Molsantia. Law, the Golden Way, the trade route that connects the west to the far kingdoms of Karatur. This route is the Golden Way? I admit one expects a more literal relationship between the name and the reality. It's grander as you travel farther west, and little more than a line of stone markers when it passes into the Hortlands to the east. Not that I've ever traveled that far. They also say that it's grandest at all once it reaches the borders of Sholong, but they are usually Shu merchants trying to entice me to buy something. Hmm. What sort of items do you trade? Furs, spices, exotic woods, the sort of dull merchandise that ought to make one rich, but in my case doesn't. Hmm. Why do you ask me about angry spirits? Because the locals are staying indoors and bolting shut their windows and muttering darkly of an angry beast god. Whatever foreigner set up this place, I do not envy him or her, and I'd counsel him to finish his business in Molsantia quickly before the witches take notice. Witches, there are witches in the city. Oh yes, you'll know them by their masks and by their uncanny abilities to turn up when they are least wanted. Capricious, wrathful, answerable to no one, their whims are law in this mad country. I am seeking a theatre and a woman called Liana. Then Timora has smiled twice upon you, for you will find both within these walls. Pass through these gates and head straight onto the round, ramshackle structure that smells distinctly of garlic and sour wine. And Liana sees within? Indeed, and I have never seen her come out. You don't approve of this theatre? I'm a sloopman myself. Amongst the foreigners in the city, you'll discover a completely irrational devotion to one or the other, the veil or the sloop. Amongst the locals, you'll find an equally irrational disdain for both. The Semi are humorless folk, suspicious of foreign goods and foreign gods. Let's talk about something else. You're a merchant. Do you have goods to trade? To your first question, yes, and I'd be a poor tradesman if I answered no to your second. I'd like to trade then. So, we have some stuff you can sell. Axe of the Bear God. Great Axe, we'll probably never use that, so we can easily sell that. Hide Armor +4, we can easily sell that. Leg Bone is a club. We can easily sell that. Oof. Got some gems. Sword of the Leopard. Light Armor. I don't know whether we will get a roguish character joining us at one point or another. I can't remember, I should rather say. Might hold on to that. Sky of that. Mentalist Ruin. It is a rapier. As I said, I can't remember. Let's just hold on to that for a moment. Belt of Frost, Giant Strength. Strength +4, we already got a belt of a similar type. Short Sword +3, we can get rid of. Mage Protector. Tower Shield. No, don't need it. Breastplate of Hidden in the Sky. Medium Armor. Might be useful for someone capable of wearing medium armor. What's that? Frost Harpoon. It's a spear. They may be useful for someone being able to wield the spear. Frozen Falls. Damage immunity. Cold damage. Could be useful, I suppose. Duskwood Longbow. We can just get rid of that. Skin of Shadow. Spell resistance. Sultans are not the only spirits who have dwelt in the barrow that lies atop the cavern of runes. The powers within these dark robes speak of older, more sinister powers, infusing it perhaps from a time when magic was wilder and more difficult to keep at bay. This is a robe, so basically I could give that to her. Might not be such a bad idea. Okay, dagger +3. We can give it a her. And we can see if she's got anything we want to buy. Heavy shield +4. Not yet. Weapons. Longsword +4. Not interested. Some potions of heal might be in order. Rather have them, not need them, than need them and not have them. Amulet of the Master. Got one. Greater magic back. The store some items. We are plenty strong. We don't need to worry about not being able to carry stuff. But it's nice to actually have something to store items in. And now we added, we may as well just clean up our inventory and hand all those essences to her. She can convert them. She'll probably just hold on to that for the moment. You see, it gave us 3 elementine ingots and 2 mithril. It would have been nicer if it's been the other way around, because then I could make armor and a weapon. I want a elementine longsword.
Yes?
She's got this one, Shaber's Alembic. Examine. This powerful alembic allows you to convert, combine, and divide essences. Essences are used to enchant items. They are automatically distilled from the remains of any creatures or many creatures, such as elementals and most beasts. Typically, only volatile essences are found, and the alembic must be used to convert them into brilliant essences for enchanting purposes. Items are enchanted by placing them in the enchanter's satchel along one or more essences and then casting the appropriate spell. Many standard recipes are explained in the item description for any brilliant essence. So, combine essences, using this ability on a stack of lesser essences, converts them into a more powerful one. No value is lost. Divide essence, using this ability on a powerful essence, converts it into an equivalent number of lesser essences. No value is lost. Convert essences. When used on a stack of elemental essences, fire, air, earth, or water, two are converted into a single power essence of the same quality. When used on a power essence level, lesser essence, blah blah blah. Okay. So basically, when we have something like this essence swirls and glows a bright but unstable brown light. 8 volatile earth essences can be combined into one brilliant. Volatiles are useful, useless. So let's combine essences. Click on this, and we now have some brilliant. Combine, please. This. And combine. Come on. These guys. So, brilliant power essence. Examine. Depending on how many essences you use, you need a certain cast level. Standard recipes are craft, magic, arms and armor, weapons, enchantment bonus, spell, greater magic, that's plus whatever. Armor class bonus, plus whatever. And whatever else it might do for one of those items. Essences, earth essences. Weapons, corrosive weapon, bonus hit points on armor. Not you, no use to me. Water essences, weapons frost damage, armor regeneration, and so on, so on, so on. What is our air? Why didn't I? Come on, please. combine. Volatile air. Cool. Let's examine that as well. Weapons, shock weapon. Weight reduction on armor. And if I'm not mistaken, we got a
Follow along.
brilliant spirit essence. Brilliant spirit essences are suitable for enchanting to enchant blah 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 blah. Any item can be enchanted to hold up to three item properties total, or 4 if the enchanter is of epic level. Enchanting item with a property it already has will replace the item's existing property, whether or not the new property is better than the existing one. Okay. Armor, spell resistance. That's what we want to do. We want to add some armor class bonus to an armor and some spell resistance. So it says 4 if the crafter is of epic nature. So I'm just curious because this would be 3, wouldn't it? 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Oh well, we have to spend enough time doing basically nothing, so let's head inside and see what people have to say in there. Probably good things, right? I just want to give you an overview of how those kind of things work. Can we speak to the horse? Can we... No, they're stuck. We're big, strong and burly, we should be able to offer them, to help them, but apparently not. We're strong, we're not necessarily big and burly. Will likes giving us completely and utterly obnoxious angles when we're going to use an exit thing. We have Molsantia Bazaar. That sounds like a shopping place. A shopping place might not be such a bad idea. Let's go and shop first. What we got here? A Sin Qualos or something, whatever it's called. Food. Well met, my friend. Would you be interested in some fine Mohorani goods? Or perhaps you are a craftsman looking for supplies? Crafting, you say? Where's the nearest workbench? I'm not from the town, but I believe the Vale Theatre has workbenches. Does that mean you're interested in buying something? Yep. So he has some interesting things, I suppose. Bracelets of dexterity. We haven't got any gloves. Bracelets and gloves are taking up the same slot. We'll see. I'm not sold on the idea just yet. Sacred Hands. Greater weapon focus on. Not bad. Obviously. No, not obviously. Okay, it says it's only the most devoted monks even. And of course it's unarmed, it's no use. Trying to fight unarmed if you're not a monk is pointless. Weapon. Dragon Pebbles, that sounds interesting at 367,000. Bullets. Unlimited ammo. Cool. That's 367,000 gold. Better be good. Kukri, did she have a crossbow? Did she has a crossbow?
Yes.
Okay, that's not what I meant to do, right? Because, did you have crossbow? You have crossbow. What is that stick? Well, it's just a quarterstaff. And she has bolts, so you can probably...
Well, now, what do you want?
Interrupting or... Where did he go? He's right there. So we'll have a sale, please. Okay. Not interested in any of that. Shurikens, Warhammer, no. Usable consumables. It's got some more potions of heal. You know what? I'll take a handful of those. As I said, I would rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Reputation +4, cool. Adamantine ingots. How many will we need? Let's just buy what he's got. I mean, come on. Thank you. We want a... Want some missile. Full plate mold, thank you. Healer kits, could have those. That's all. This one goods, let's just buy what he's got. Now we could craft. I see. I'm not going to click on her again. She can use a heavy crossbow. Let's see what that requires, because we easily have the ability to craft. Heavy crossbow mode. Examine. 2 wooden planks. Do we actually? I don't think we technically need to craft it. Nah, we're not going to bother. Shapers are limby. What a shame. Anyway, we have all the mats we need. But there should be another vendor, if I'm not mistaken. Mother Theodora. Welcome to Mulsantia, stranger. You'll find us cautious people, yet friendly, if treated well. Have you come to trade? Light shield +5. That's nice. What the heck? Not bad for belt, but 500,000 gold. 420. Cloak assistance. Only usable by half of human. Home to the highest concentration of half-elves, Algaron keeps the power of the Red Wizards from rapidly expanding to the western lands. The kingdom is ruled by a symbol, a powerful sorceress queen, and the simple men are her trusted palace guards who serve as both protectors and elite spies. 2 armor class bonus, improved initiative, and world toughness. No, I don't find it particularly interesting. No, I don't. Okay, that is a rapier. I don't care about a rapier. Sivlum. That's a longsword. No, suddenly I don't care. Don't care. I honestly don't care. What about this? Nothing special here. Trinkets. Nothing special here. Yeah. No. Okay. Yes, I am incredibly selective in how I spend my money. Oops. So we have that place here where we need to go, I think it was. So let us go into the Vale Theatre and see what happens. Nothing could go wrong here, could it? When the game saves before you go into a location, that's usually a bad sign. So, let's see what happens. Fire, the daughter of Nephis here. I should have recognized these 2 homunculi as your handiwork. What are you doing here? What did you do to Ipsit and Sephi? We caught them nosing around the theater. The nose toyed with them for a while before dismembering them. The primitive little creations are no more. Sophia, this a friend of yours? Hardly. He's one of the necromancy students. I don't cavort with the fledgling grave robbers. When I left to find you, my mother was busy taking care of some upstart wizards at the academy. No doubt he's another pawn in this ridiculous coup. Rebellious wizards! Great! I was looking for an excuse to kill them. As we used to fear our man would have us strangled if we let the headmistress's daughter slip away for a second time. Um, can we go on hit him a bit? Come on. Oh, you got knocked down, did you? You got knocked down and you'll get up again, but I will knock you down again. Hold on. Maybe? Okay, I'm going to target him so I can just use my bows or something. Thank you. Maybe kill him, please. Thank you, maybe. Okay, now we can divine might. I mean, she can use me as the center of her fireball gas. Doesn't bother me at all. I should probably consider. Come on. A bit late for that spell, woman. A more timely entrance I've never seen in 40 years of theatre. Liana told us you'd be coming, though she said nothing of slaying red wizards nor saving our lives. The red wizard wasn't alone. The red wizard wasn't alone. There's more of them, and they followed Liana into the back rooms. How long ago and how many of them were here? Not long ago, I counted 3 or 4 wizards and a handful of their dog-faced brutes, and whatever creatures they may summon to aid them, as one old woman. Liana's no simple theatre matron. She has a secret shadow door that leads to a reflection of the veil. She's fled through the shadow door, I'm sure of it. Still, such tricks won't stop red wizards, not for long. Here, take this. As long as you've got the stone, the shadow door will open for you and you'll be able to follow. No, this door leads to another plane, one that's similar to our own. Liana brought me through the portal, but only a handful of times. It was cold, drained of color, an unpleasant place, but it looked like our theatre, mostly. Quickly now, through the door at the back of the stage. Find Liana's bedroom and go to the back corner by the mirror. As long as you have the stone, you can't miss the door. I take bets on that. I can miss anything, trust me. So. Relax. Cool. Sorry about that, my recording drive was having a bit of a fit. I've mentioned it before in other videos that, yeah, sometimes my recording drive just feels the need to be validated apparently. Which is something that takes a bit of time to do. So, Longbottom +2, we'll take it. We can probably squeeze a few more moments into this. The fire pauses mid-stride, her face winching in pain. You look hurt. Something's not right. I told them not now. Why didn't my head? Just try and explain what's going on. Maybe I can help. There's this ringing in my ears and this burning. My skin's burning. No, please don't. Don't what? Are you feeling alright? I thought you were going to try and help me. I was just saying, don't bother. I think the pain is subsiding. I'll be fine, really. If you don't wish to talk about it, I'll understand. I wanted to, thank you for your concern, that is, but I suppose I owe you an explanation. I sometimes hear voices that are, well, not quite my own. Though this is only the second time that the voices have been accompanied by pain. I keep hoping to find some logic to the whispers, but they just come and go without reason. What are the voices like? What do they say? They sound human, familiar almost. Quite often the voices are more of a distant haze, but sometimes whole words come across. During my apprenticeship, I read from the wrong school and not knowing what I was doing nearly incinerated myself. Before I could finish the chant, a voice in my head cried out and broke my concentration. It saved my life. I've rambled far too long. We should carry on and find Lena. Others from the academy are seeking her. We may not have much time. Then let's continue on. We will continue on to the door. There's a chest there. It's likely, yeah, it's locked. My bestest friend, can you go over and unlock that lockbox, please?
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
Thank you. A double mandolin. We can almost create a band. Behind door number one is what? Some crafting stations and some nose. Let us cheat some of the inner workings of a longsword. In the gut.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
64 damage. Not bad for a little critical hit. Yeah. Let me knock you down, please.
Yeah! 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 Time for a bit of the game.
That is the bigger problem with this expansion, because everything's much higher level. Everything also have a lot more hit points. I mean, you start facing enemies, I mean, run-of-the-mill average grunts who has between 200 and 400 hit points. It begins getting into a bit of a slugfest. If I ever find that it becomes incredibly agitating, I will most assuredly switch to having her use haste as a persistent spell. That's that portal, but we don't want to go through it now, because we are running on time for this part. So let us see what's here. An armor, greater robe of eyes, and some gold pieces. But that door is just sitting in there at this moment. What we're going to do is we're going to move over to here. Right here, right now. And then, when we come back, we are going to go through the shadow portal and see if we can work out. We will likely use the blacksmithing workbench to craft our armor and weapon that we want, just to have them done. But that will have to be for next time, so as for now, thanks for watching, take care, see you then, bye bye.